Hi, I'm Annette Asher. I practice and teach gentle yoga. This class, Awakening the Breath, is an inquiry into your breath. We become conscious of our breath, of our lungs. It's not about yogic breathing practices, pranayama. There's no such thing as wrong breathing. There's more efficient breathing. And we're going to begin seated in a chair or seated on the floor. You can also do this lying down. So sit comfortably or lie comfortably. You can place your hands on your heart and bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your nostrils. If it's not comfortable for you to breathe through your nose, breathe through your mouth. It's preferable to breathe from your nostrils. Notice the movement of the air in your body. You may feel your chest moving, your ribs, your belly, perhaps your back. There's no right or wrong. You can release your arms. Notice the quality of your breath, the length of the breath. Is your breath deep or shallow? Is it quiet? Or does it require effort to breathe? We'll begin with a little study of our lungs. Your lungs begin down by your ribs. They come down to the bottom of your ribs and they go up to just under your collarbone. We'll trace our ribs from the bottom of our sternum, the xiphoid process. With your fingers, feel your bottom ribs going around and down. Continue to your back. You may or may not feel the ribs. They go pretty low, pretty close to your pelvis in the back. Thoracic cavity is separated from the abdominal cavity by the diaphragm, which attaches to the ribs all around, goes widthwise through our body. The diaphragm is the major breathing muscle, along with the intercostal muscles, the muscles between your ribs. Our lungs fill up the whole chest cavity, the two lungs, and our heart is nestled here, a little bit to the left, between the two lungs. Each lung is comprised of 3 lobes. If you look in traditional anatomy books, they'll say the left lung has only 2 lobes, but for the sake of symmetry, we'll divide each lung into 3 parts. Place your right hand on the top of your lung. It's the top, the upper lobe. Breathe into your hand. Feel the breath moving your hand. Release your hand. Breathe to where your hand was. Now place your hand on the side of your ribs. If you can, up near your breast. It can be a little bit lower. This is the middle lobe. Breathe into your hand. Feel the expansion of your right lung. Release your hand and breathe into where your hand was. Place your hand, if you can, on your back, on the lower ribs. This is the third lobe. It starts in front and goes up over the second lobe in the back. Breathe to where your hand is. Remove your hand. Breathe into that same spot at the third lobe, the bottom of your ribs in the back. Now, left lung. Place your hand at the top of your lungs, touching your collarbone. Breathe into your hand. Remove your hand, breathe to where your hand was. Place your arm on your second lobe, the side of your ribs. Breathe into your hand. Feel your ribs expanding. Release your hand. Breathe that same place. Place your left hand on your back, on your lower ribs. Breathe into your hand. Remove your hand. Continue to breathe into that lower part of the lung. Breathe naturally. Now, see if you can feel the movement of your body with your breath. We'll breathe into our right lung. Maybe you can feel your shoulder lifting. Allow your arm to respond to your breath. You can move it any way that feels comfortable for you. Left lung. Feel your shoulder moving. Allow your elbow to move. Move your arm in any way that feels comfortable. Allow your arm to respond to the movement of your lungs. And now both arms, both lungs. Allow your lungs to move your arms. And relax your arms. Breathe naturally. can place your hands, one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. Feel your breath now. Feel if there's some change. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking the time to pay attention to your breath. Thank you for being here.